is a book review of London Life, the magazine of the Swinging Sixties. Now, London Life was a magazine, obviously, in the Swinging Sixties. Didn't last very long, 1965 to 66, but of course covered a major period of the city's life. And this is edited by Simon Wells. And it's from Omnibus Press. And there's 176 pages, and we've obviously got some various covers there. See covers on the front as well, so you can see close up there. You can see the variety of things, obviously very famous, Brigitte Bardot, etc., Sophie Loren. And the book's nice quality cover, and paper quality is very nice as well. Just going to quickly open it up so you can see there's the spine. I'll just turn that around, and you can see it opens nicely as well, so without me having to stay. Now, the book covers obviously all the celebrities, the famous people of the 60s. So it covers Mick Jagger. There's lots of pictures of Mick Jagger, the Beatles, Brian Epstein, and many people. I have no idea who they are. Even though I love the 60s, I have to say some of these people I look and think, never seen them before. I've never heard of them. Disgraceful. But it's got a little bit of a history of the magazine. And then you've got lots of pictures. The London scene, 11 variations. So it's got some, and you can see it's in black and white. So you've got some black and white there. Also, of course, there's colour involved as well. So you can see colour. Paul McCartney there. And another quick page there. So you can see it's a nice quality book. Now, it doesn't feature every single page. Now, I would have loved if this book was a book of London. Now, I don't know how many magazines there were of this London Life. Clearly, it couldn't have been more than 15 or 20. Say they were about 70 or 60 pages or so. Now, you could probably bring out one of those like Taschen books, 1,000 pages or so, and virtually have every single page. But then again, maybe it's always best just to have the best of. I don't know. But I must admit, as I like sort of Marvel comic omnibus editions, it would be not, omnibus editions are like 1,300 pages. So I would love to see an omnibus edition of every single issue of London Life. Of course, you can always go and find copies, maybe at the British Library. That's another, or other places, of course, other libraries. Now, this is quite good. This has got a lovely, it's obviously beautiful hairstyle there, the 60s. And then you've got this lovely Modesty Blaze. And you've got this map, the London Life pin-up. That's just great. Absolutely great. So you've actually got all the locations of all the Cavendish Square, Hanover Square, Regent Street, Grosvenor Square, and Grosvenor Street. And you've got all the various places where they're positioned. And then you've got down here the restaurants, garages for parking. Of course, you need to have your garages for parking. Didn't people go by train or go by cycle? No, of course not. Theatres, cinemas. There weren't that many cinemas. 27. Only 27 listed. Is that it? In the centre of London. Probably saying that is probably more than there are now. Now you've got London Pavilion, the Odeon. Probably most of these are probably gone, I would assume. I don't know. The Academy, Astoria, Berkeley. I haven't been up cinema up in London for a long time, so can't say. And this goes over a couple of pages. This is really lovely. Longacre, Shaftesbury Avenue. Absolutely superb. Well worth going, just using this map and exploring now to see what all the buildings look like. Of course, some of the buildings still exist. Obviously, they've been changed. Obviously, it's going to be a design company or it's a restaurant or something else. But, you know, there's still a nice little indicator of where they were. And you can often see the building structure is still there. You've got some album covers, obviously, by Eric Burdon. Choose his favourite LPs, like Rubber Soul. I love that album. One of my favourite Beatles, if not my favourite. I hope they bring out a special edition of that one. It'd be brilliant if they did. Rubber Soul album. This is Carnaby Street, so you've got a lovely map of there, and also, of course, a little as well. Ooh, over. And you've got Donovan, you've got Onward Andrew Oldham, and Brian Epstein. She's still alive, that Kim Farley. Then Gunther waits with the crowd. Gunther, don't know. Hancock, you've got Hancock there. And you've got Brilliant London by Night. Of course, that's lovely right in the centre of London, Trafalgar Square, of course. Bovril. I'm certain that There's a big Bovril there. It might not be. I've said that's not there now. Unlikely. The week ahead, and you've got some more lovely adverts. Also, I love this. You've got galleries as well. So you've got a lovely article with galleries. So galleries and opening individual one. Gunter House. You've got mixed shows. Got all the various shows here. Lovely. I'm just quickly looking to see one that I can turn around and mention of an artist that I know. Actually, none of them. Rather depressing. That's terrible. No, I can't see any. Francesco del Chiaro. Caro, maybe. I don't know. No, that's terrible. Don't recognise any of the names. Then the theatres. You've got theatres. You've got this one. Rupert Davis in, and I love these. Now, I would buy a book solid of pictures of the theatres of the period. So I'd love to see that sort of thing. But of course, again, you can always go and look back at the papers in the British Library. Curse of the Daleks. I have never heard of that one. I'm a Dalek Doctor Who fan. Love Doctor Who. Curse of the Daleks. Curse of the Daleks. Wow. Anyway, certainly was very good. And then you've got more adverts, London Life. You've got also, I love this back at the back, you've got fur hire. Somehow suspect that would not be advertised now. Tailoring, hand laundries, invisible mending, dry cleaning. So, just a fascinating book. If you want to capture the spirit of the 60s, I think this book is absolutely brilliant. I think you'd thoroughly enjoy it. This is totally recommended.